Hi Libra. For those of you who have been here before, welcome back. Thank you for coming back and sharing your energy with me again. And thank you for your likes and your shares and your subscribes. And for those of you who it's your first time, hi, and welcome to Surrender to the Flow Tarot. I'm Denise. I'll be doing a general timeless reading for the collective of Libra. So that's Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, all placements. Okay, it's general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest, and be careful not to insert yourself into a story that might not be yours. So for those of you who've been here before, you will notice that this is a little bit different because I'm doing it at night. Normally I do it in the morning, in the daylight, and I'm also doing it the day before I usually do the readings, and I'm totally doing all of these readings out of order. So I am just a conduit, and I am letting myself be that, and listening to the voices that are saying, do this reading now. So usually you're my first reading of all of the 12, and tonight you're my second. Okay, so we are doing a you and your person reading. And I'm going to be pulling a card, one for you, one for your person, one for what unifies you, one for what the universe wants, or a message that the universe has for both of you in regards to your connection, okay? And I'm using the White Witch Tarot for all of that. Now, to represent you, because I'm going to clarify, right? We're using the Starchild. And to represent your person, we're using the Murder of Crows. And I have other ones if we need them. Okay. So this might be a little bit longer of a reading because it's going to be a lot more intuitive based. Not that they're not all, they are. But I'm letting it flow more. So just, that's your warning, and you're welcome. Welcome to the journey. All right. All right. You ready, Librans? My Libran brethren, sistren, and themthrens. Hey! Let's see. I'll tell you at the end. Oh, these are jumping out. I love when that happens. Ooh. Oh, this is so exciting. Also, these cards are so dope. So visually, I'm having a treat. Sorry, y'all are not also having a treat. One more. Oh, I feel so much joy. Wow, universe. There you go. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing people, and I'm going to tell you what they are, so hold on a second. In two very different places, like actually, and where they are right now in their lives. But I think there's a separation, and there's still a connection. There's still an energetic connection happening. There's not a connection happening in the 3D. But in the 5D, in the energetic realm, yes. This is an intense connection. Deeply intense, deep soul connection. And there are some struggles happening for both of you. I think they're presenting in different ways. So let me tell you what came up, okay? For you is the World. For your person, Temperance. This is the only card of all the cards that came out that is a solitary image or solitary person. The unifying for both of you is the Devil. And the message from the universe for both of you, where the universe wants you to be, is the Lovers. Okay, so what that's telling me is that, and on the bottom of the deck is the Emperor. Yep, okay. What it's telling me is that this is a divine union. This is two people who have the capacity, and may or may not be embodying it, to be the Emperor and the Empress, to be the highest form of human that a human can get. The Lovers is when two partners who are fully aligned with their own divine masculine and feminine fully come together in an agreement, in a commitment, in a connection, in a partnership to create with the source. You feel all of the consent happening there? You feel me? That's what this card is. This is a soulmate card. This is a past life soulmate card. But you can't be in this, and this is where the universe wants you to get to. That means there's still work to be done on both of your sides to actualize yourselves and align your own divine masculine and feminine before you come together, before you can come together in a healthy, unified way. You feel me? Okay. We're pulling clarifiers on everything, so do not worry, but you are in the World. I love this World card too, by the way. I'm going to show it to you again. Because to me, it's the inner self, the outer self, the consciousness, and the human form. All of it. And like, you've carried so much. And you are finally surrendering to the flow, like in the hair. Your inner self is carrying, this is everything. This is your outer self. This is your inner self. And everything you've been carrying. And you're letting it go. You're alchemizing it. You're alchemizing it and transmuting it. Your cycle, you've reached the end of a cycle. You are done with one way of being, and you are moving to the next higher level of whatever that is. Your person is in Temperance. They are not in the World yet, okay? They are in the beginnings of learning that divine timing is a thing. and that you can only control yourself and you can't control the timing. To surrender to the flow and let things unfold and keep focusing on themselves so that things can unfold and that everything will in its right time. They're still figuring that out. You already figured that out and you're done wherever you are. So your unifier is the devil. And your message from the universe is the lover. So let's start pulling clarifiers, okay? I kind of want to start with the devil. We're going to go, I'm going to start with the world and start with... No, I'm going to do the devil. I'm starting with the devil. Okay. So I'll pull a card for you and from the Starchild Tarot and a card for your person from the Murder Crows of what is your devil and what is their devil. There's a heaviness to this reading, but there's a lightness to it. There's this like excitement. It's like really subtle but it's permeating underneath everything. It's the foundational layer. You feel me? It's there, but it's not up here, but it's still there. It still exists. One more shuffle. And then I have to split shuffle these because they're too big to hold. Too many. Too many. Look at this selenite. What? Yes. Oh, love it. Okay. Tell me about the world. And do your person, okay? Hold on, I get these really annoying alerts. They only go away if I flick them. And that's been there for a hot second, but I couldn't deal with it any longer. I think these Murder of Crows cards are really, really beautiful. And I really love working with them. This is my second reading working with them. And I really like them. Okay, your person. Okay, this one we're not going to take, but we're going to look at it. The Seven of Cups. So confusion or choices. Okay. Okay. Okay, my God. Okay, Jesus. Sorry, the underlying for yours has been going, but it's bananas. Holy, that's a reading in itself. Holy jeez. Okay, you got the Four of Wands. I love this Four of Wands. It feels like riding off to the sunset for me. You know, it's the marriage card, right? This doesn't look like marriage, but it looks like peace to me. That kind of peace when everything is right, you know? So you got the Four of Wands, and on the bottom of the deck was the Six of Swords. And this is for your world, right? Underneath the Six of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Star, the Empress, the Knight of Wands, the King of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Cups. I mean, geez Louise. Okay, so you were dealing with someone. I mean, it possibly could be three people, but I don't think it is. You had a lot of anxiety because the person that you were with was not consistent. I think the only thing they were consistent in is being inconsistent, because they were not consistent of self. They showed different sides of themselves, different levels. Not sure about their integrity, how much that was intact. I think they and you had enough of it. You said, no. Nope, this ain't for me. This is who I am. I'm the motherfucking Empress, son. Male or female, non-binary. It means this aspect of yourself. You're like, this me. No. Peace out. I'm going to take off. I'm going to ascend up. I'll check you later. But you were sad, yeah. You were sad. You had some sadness about this because there's disappointment. And part of that disappointment is somebody let you down. But the thing about the Five of Cups is you have to look and see how you let yourself down and what you were expecting and projecting and what, you know. It's not just disappointment from outside. But you did your healing. You're doing your healing. The universe, the star, just bringing that in. And your happiness, your fairy tale, that's on hold for you. You're re-looking at that, I think. What that means. Let's see we'll see in the Devil, okay? Because that's the unifier. Your person, I didn't even look at their underlying because it was just pretty obvious. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I'm glad I just did that. God, these are so intense, man. Your person got the Queen of Swords. This is to clarify the Temperance, okay? Remember. On the bottom of the deck was the Ace of Wands. Look how the sword is going right into the arm like that. Like this new beginning, this beautiful, creative, divine inspiration in the form of creation and ideas can only come once the truth, once your person is standing and embodying their truth. The harsh, all of it, about themselves and about you and this relationship and all their relationships, but about themselves. So Queen of Swords, male or female or non-binary, it doesn't matter. It means this aspect of them. The King of Swords is a person who doesn't have a problem telling the truth, laying the law down. The Queen of Swords is the truth. She embodies the truth. She is, her superpower is blindingly clear, immediate truth. That's my superpower. And I'm a Libra too, so you feel me, brethren, sister, and themberins? Let's give it, okay. Someone told me that, Denise, your superpower is blindingly clear, immediate truth, and I was so thankful because it really was a relief. So, you know, when you've been gaslit your whole life, you doubt these things, and when you have psychic stuff and you haven't been brought up to know what that is, you really doubt it. So maybe you guys needed to hear that too, that maybe your superpower is also blindingly clear, immediate truth. Regardless, your person doesn't need that to be their superpower, but they need to embody their truth and the truth. Yeah, and their underlying of that, they got the Lovers under there too. The Five of Cups, the Lovers, the Nine of Cups, and the Tower. Your person is confused a little, is shaky, is coming out of a situation and has been came out of a situation of some kind of union that no longer happened. And then they got into a very independent place. But they're tortured from this pull to be with their divine counterpart or alone. And it's not, it's fear. There's fear there. That's not healthy, right? You wouldn't not want to be with your divine counterpart. You don't want to be with your divine counterpart because you're afraid of something. And the Five of Cups is coming up for your person. They're stuck in the, well, we're going to see what the Devil is. But it's like, the Five of Cups to me is like self-medicating. And there's a romanticism that we humans place on that stuff. And I don't think we even fully recognize we're doing it. Because we start to identify with our pain and with the victimizing, even though probably that would be so offensive to hear that. But your person is like clawing, holding on. Part of them is grasping to hold on to this sad, to this disappointment, and project their anger from their disappointment because they can't look at themselves. They're not looking at themselves. But that's their past, okay? They're coming out of that. They're coming out of it. They're in Temperance now. And they're working on being in their truth and beginning this brand new beginning. Okay. Let's see what the devil is for you, and we'll see what the devil is for your person, okay? I think these readings are going to be a bit longer, yeah, so it's just how they get. When it's a you and your person reading, it tends to be longer. Okay. The moon. Your fear of the unknown. Filling in narratives in your head. Not listening to your intuition. I'll tell you in a moment. And we're going to do the devil for your person, okay? One more. The Page of Pentacles flipped. Okay. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. Your devil is the Three of Crystals, which is the Three of Pentacles. And your person's devil is the Three of Pentacles. Your underlying is the Page of Wands. And your person's underlying is the King of Pentacles. Okay, give me a second. Oh, goodness gracious, Libra. Okay. Under your Page of Wands is Starseed, which is the Fool, the High Priestess, and the King of Crystals, which is the King of Pentacles, which is the underlying of your person's. And your person's underlying is the Page of Wands and the Hierophant, the Two of Swords. Okay. Okay. Your person's devil is moving so slow, so incredibly painfully slow. And diverting their attention. I'm not totally... It's almost like your person is a perfectionist and they are trying to master material things. They're trying to become the master of themselves. They're trying to become the ultimate provider. That part of them, they don't see it. They don't see that part in themselves. This Page of Wands, which is in the underlying, is looking away from this King of Pentacles. They're both your person. I know there's a lot of earth here, but I think your person is a fire sign. I think your person is a fire sign because of the Ace of Wands that came out, because of the Page of Wands, and because what they're working on is air and earth. And if they were a water sign, I just feel like there would be more grounded, like energies out here, water grounded. You know what I mean? Okay. So they might be, it might be two things. Like it might be that they're distracting themselves with work. Like throwing their focus into work so they're not thinking about other stuff. But they're in temperance. So that means they've done a lot of work. They've hit the towers and stuff. They've learned a bunch of lessons, but they're still learning it, right? And they're trying to transmute themselves from a Page of Wands into the King of Pentacles and embodying the Queen of Swords. They're trying to transmute themselves into the Emperor, which came out, was the underlying. That's them, not you. For you, it's your Emperor of your Empress. It's your part of you that is going to stand in your power and be confident in your power and in speaking your power and being your power and laying down the law and cutting out the stuff that needs to be cut out and not with malice or any of that stuff. So that is the stuff for you to work on too. But I think you're feminine and they're masculine, or that's the roles. Okay, and yours, which is also the Three of Pentacles, but very different. There is like this sensuality, there's this symbiotic, almost this like weird, they're the same. They're on the same frequency, these two. This is so cosmic and like blissy and understanding, and this is like both very beautiful though. I think very beautiful. Looking away from each other though. I want you to look at that, okay? You have one thing. They have three things. It's not people, okay? We're not talking about third parties. Just FYI. Not in the human form. Oh God, I just realized you're both underlying was the Page of Wands. Gosh, you guys are mirrors. This is so crazy. Oh, what the fuck? This is bananas. Oh, but yours, the underlying was the King of Pentacles, and this was underneath that. So it's not all that crazy, but guess what? It still is. So let's just look at these two together. They're looking away from each other. Again, right? She's surrounded by light. She's not fully in it yet. She's contemplating it and she's figuring it out. And this one, proud, right? Not proud, but strong. There's a gentle strength to this, but there's a hesitancy still to this one, to me. There's a quiet strength. This is quiet too. But they're very different kinds of quiet. Your person is there's still turmoil happening in some degrees, you know. With you, you're more accepting of it, and you see it more, the bigger picture of all of it. The Page of Wands. I want to look at my notes on the Page of Wands. I know that's whack, but I don't care. I want to make sure I'm not missing something. Okay. Oh, I don't have it. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Okay. Your focus is on a new beginning. Following your intuition, manifesting, healing for yourself, understanding for yourself, everything you've wanted and dreamt of for yourself. And you're trying to figure out how that fits in with someone else, with other people. I don't even think it's just in a relationship, on a personal relationship. I think you're trying to figure out your career, everything, your career, your home life, and your love life, and your spiritual self, all of those things. That's where you are. You are becoming. They're still growing into. They're the seed that's planted and the roots are forming. You are the seed that was planted and your buds are forming. Okay? That's the difference. And I think for you, why it's coming up as the devil is because you are projecting. The universe wants you to look at what you're projecting onto expectations of others for you, toward you. And also to look at codependence and how that manifests in you in all of the ways of different parts of your aspects of your life. Make sense? Let me know in the comments if this is resonating and what's resonating. Okay, let's look at the Lovers. These are intense readings, dude, and they are long, so I apologize, but I don't think that you guys mind. I never mind when they're long when I watch other readers, because that's how it goes sometimes. It barely ever feels long to me when I'm a watcher. Let me shuffle them up. These are beautiful cards, both sides. They're just really beautiful. Okay. Let's see what the Lovers for you, okay? The Five of Swords and Temperance. Flipped over but not out. So healing some old argument, unfinished business. Unfinished. The Ten of Cups. And Serenity, which is strength. Hold on. I made a little note of this deck. Oh my goodness. I made a list. Gosh darn it. Of what this deck is. It's the Hermit. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I don't know what happened to my effing list of the major arcana in this Starchild Tarot deck, but I wrote it down so I wouldn't have to do what I just did. Gosh darn it. Okay. Let's pull your person. Whew. Okay. This is really interesting. Okay. You got the Ten of Cups. And Serenity, which is the Hermit. And your person got the Nine of Cups and the Tower. And underneath, the Three of Wands. Okay. So it's coming up for me over and over, especially because this Ten of Cups has 3 females and you don't see that, right? So this is like utopia and, you know, happiest heart, fully living in love and union and communion. And what I'm seeing with the Four of Wands, even with the Three of Crystals, for you is to really look at what role others play for you in a codependent way, to really, really examine that. And at the same time, not just to focus on the codependent part, but to heal, to see what, hold on. To learn as much as you can about 3D and 5D, about what your psychic gifts are, how they looked, how they manifested from your childhood through now. What ways did you miss that that's what that was? What was the result of you being magical in an environment that wasn't? What did that take away from you? What did the people around you say to you? What did you unlearn? What did you unbecome? You understand what I'm saying? You are being challenged, and you are being welcomed, given the opportunity. You've been giving a blessing right now through this reading. That this is the area to work on to get you to this part. To really re-examine your idea of the ultimate love. And to allow yourself to realign. There's strong activation, crown chakra activations trying to happen. All of your chakras. But this is like a strong focus on meditating. Healing, deep healing. Go into deep healing and whatever that is. And get these parts of you, all the parts of you, aligned, right? Planted with roots, with firmly planted roots, with sprouting buds. Not even just sprouting, with bloomed buds that you've tended. You feel me? You're one of them. Okay, so your person got the 9 of Cups and the Tower and the 3 of Wands, and the 6 of Swords is underneath that. Okay. Your person is desperately, distraughtly trying to find balance and peace, inner balance and inner harmony within themselves. And they really have to be allowed the space from themselves and from you to find themselves. To be their own, to depend on themselves, to depend on their self, to stop looking to other people to lead them into what needs to be done. They know what needs to be done. They need to be able to take care of themselves so that they can believe in themselves, so that they can take care of someone else. They can't do that yet. They have to fully come into themselves and their heart space. They have to allow it to happen. And they are working on it. They're working on it. And there's no crossover here. You guys are in different paths right now, and that's where you need to be. Your person needs to focus on them and needs the space, and you need the space. And you need the space to focus on you and keep growing you. Keep blooming. Keep blooming. Okay, Libra, I hope that this helped. I hope this helped. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. And I will see you again next week. Okay, bye, Libras.